If you're looking to lose weight and keep it off in a sustainable and healthy way, this video is for you. Now, there are a couple things that you guys are doing wrong all the time that I'm gonna help you out with today and make sure that you get utterly straight on this stuff. Now, I will apologize if there is some background noise here, roosters, motorbikes. I'm currently on vacation in the Dominican Republic with my family, and no, we're not on a big 5-star resort. We rented an Airbnb in a small town that is absolutely mind-blowingly gorgeous. Because, well, you know what? We all need balance in our life. But here's the thing that you guys aren't getting. A lot of you are saying, well, I just need more discipline. I just need more motivation. I just need more willpower. No, you don't. You simply put, you have decision fatigue. You don't have a lot of capacity because your life is busy. You're trying to focus on your business. You're trying to work, manage your family, manage your personal life, and you have decision fatigue. What I mean by this is you're leaving everything up to a spur of the moment decision. And when you're stressed and when you're busy, you virtually max out your mental capacity. So it seems like so much damn work. It seems like so much to try to focus on to try to lose the weight and keep it off. It seems so stressful. It seems complicated because you're going 97%, 100%, 97%, 100% all the time in your brain. Okay? So that's not what you need to do. First off, willpower is it's a fancy insurance policy. Motivation is complete bullshit. You can never rely on it even once. And discipline is way overrated. A lot of these 20-some-year-old fitness trainers online who don't know their ass from their elbow will say things like, oh, all you need is discipline because you're lazy. That's horseshit. You're not lazy. You have responsibilities, unlike the 20-some-year-old fitness influencer on Instagram or TikTok who's trying to tell you that bullshit. So your problem is not discipline, willpower, or motivation. You are running on high gear and you're at max. You need to make this stuff, you need to basically make this stuff more simple for you. So here's what you do. What you do is you start to, what I call, do the 3 Ps. Planning, preparation, and prioritization, okay? Planning, preparation, and prioritization. Planning, self-explanatory, is mapping out what you're going to do for the week. Workouts, when you're getting groceries, your meal prep, everything you need to line up for the week, do it. It helps you predict when you're going to need to switch things around in your schedule, especially with your workouts, things like that, around meetings, around hobbies, around things you got to do for your business, things you got to do for your kids or your family, things you got to do. Map that out for the week and learn to do that because it helps you anticipate things that are going to get in the way of your plan, okay? It helps you anticipate that so you can shift things around beforehand and make sure you have a plan B and you're clear in your mind. Because when you're constantly leaving everything to that last minute spur of the moment decision, it's stressful. It occupies more mental capacity. And when you're already busy and stressed, your capacity is so small as it is, okay? So don't leave it up to chance. Don't leave it up to making good choices. Do the shit you need to do ahead of time. Take that 5 to 6 to 8 minutes on a Saturday or a Sunday, plan out the coming week, and don't leave it up to chance. Second thing is preparation, okay? Preparation are the physical actions and physical tasks that you do that are going to help make that week better. It could be getting groceries. It could be laying out your gym clothes. It could be organizing your space better. It could be doing something you need to do at the office or at your business to make that line up everything smoothly for the week. Preparation is key. It's basically taking that one step to make the 3 steps you need to take during the week a lot easier. Okay? So preparedness is a big way to make sure that this weight loss is going to be way easier for you. Now, lastly is prioritization. And prioritization is making sure you're putting your effort in the right areas. Because if you're not putting your effort in the right areas, you're wasting effort, you're creating an inefficient path to your plan, and ultimately it's frustrating. Because I know that you value efficiency. You value putting your effort into areas that you're going to see results for, right? So if you want to put your effort into areas you're going to see results for, you need to make sure that you prioritize the things in your life effectively for your result. So if you're here right now, I'm not talking about endurance goals. I'm not talking about strength and building muscle. I'm talking about you losing body fat and keeping it off, okay? So if you're not about losing body fat and keeping it off, I do appreciate you taking the time to watch this, but this isn't directly for you. But if you are looking to lose body fat and keep it off, you need to make sure you're prioritizing things in this way to make sure you're not wasting any of your precious time and energy, okay? So number one, the number one priority is your sleep, okay? The number one priority is your sleep. Now, the reason why I say this is because poor sleep has a cascading effect on everything else in your daily life, including your energy, how much you move, your hunger and satiety, so feeling full, when you feel hungry, your cravings, anything like that. If you are constantly underslept, I know as a hard worker, a lot of you think, well, I can just get by, I feel fine in 4 hours. That's bullshit. You're lying to yourself. You've been lying to yourself. Feeling fine and excelling are two different things. Surviving and thriving is what I always say. Do you want to merely survive, or do you want to thrive? Sure, maybe you can survive on 4 hours a night, but are you really truly thriving? Or are you just hitting your maximum all the time? Not the way to live. So you want to thrive. In order to do that, you need to make sure you get your sleep. So the number one priority is having consistent sleep habits every night and getting at least 7 hours of sleep every single night. If that's impossible for you right now, let's say you just had a newborn, let's say you just literally started a brand new business and it's impossible for you, set that as a goal to work towards, and right now, make sure that you get the maximum amount of hours that you possibly can, okay? Second thing on the priority ladder is your nutrition. If your nutrition is not number one priority or number two priority, because I have flip-flopped over the years on what I think is truly number one, but those two are the undisputed 1 and 2, sleep and nutrition. So you can do 1 and 2 on those ones, but the second thing is nutrition. If you are not putting a great deal of your effort and time into your food, what goes into your mouth, and managing your calories over the week, you are shitting the bed, okay? Plain and simple fact that there is nothing that will move the needle for you faster than shifting more energy and time into your nutrition and what you're eating. And I'm not saying you have to be perfect. That's bullshit. That's a lie that people tell you. You don't need to be perfect. You just have to be 80-90% of the time great with your nutrition and manage your calories. It's not about clean eating or healthy eating. It's about managing your calories and overall have a good diet with majority nutritious foods, but still making room for flexibility for things that are good for you, or good for your soul. So things that maybe not as nutritious, but are really good to help keep you on plan and you just enjoy them, right? So 80-90% nutritious, good overall diet, and about 10, 15, 20% flexibility. That could be restaurants, that could be a glass of wine, a whiskey, whatever you want, right? So last but definitely not least, number 3, and some of you might be shocked on this. There's a lot of the motorbikes, but the third priority ladder, if your goal is to start losing weight and keeping it off, is moving more. And what I mean by moving more is walk. Get your feet in gear. Do as much walking as you possibly can. This could be literally finding excuses to walk in the day. It could be walking to the store, walking more at work. Just walk. Just walk. And I'm going to tell you a little secret here. If you are walking on a regular basis, you never, ever are going to ever have stress about how many workouts you're getting in your week for the rest of your life. You won't. You no longer have to stress about the quantity of workouts that you're doing. Should you work out? Heck yes, work out. Walking doesn't replace workouts. Do your workouts. Specifically, I recommend strength training, lifting weights, okay? But the third most important rung in the ladder a priority for sustainable weight loss or losing fat and keeping it off is walking more. How many steps, how much walking should you do? It doesn't matter. Find what the maximum that makes sense for your life and your schedule, your work and your hobbies and your family, and do that. If it's 5,000 steps a day, if it's 6,000, if it's 8,000, if it's 10,000, whatever the amount of steps that makes sense on average, on your average day, do that. The key is the maximum you can possibly do. Okay, guys? So, if you need help, or if you feel like you want my one-on-one guidance on this, send me either comment down in the comments the word lean, or send me a DM over on Instagram. I do have a link here. If you really are interested in hearing more, you can just go to my YouTube bio, click the link. I do have a link there for my free fat loss blueprint, but you can also click the link there and see what I have to offer and reserve a time to talk with me if you want to do that. What we'll do is we'll get clear on your exact situation, your work demands, your business demands, your lifestyle demands, your schedule, your goals, your preferences, get clear on all that kind of stuff and figure out if I'm the guy for the job to help you. And if I am, and you like what I have to offer, we can discuss the options and the plans to move forward working together. On that note, hit that like, but we'll see you guys in the next video.